Alright, so what is going on, guys? Welcome back to some more Apex. I hope you're having a very good day as always, and of course we have some more interesting stuff to actually talk about in today's video. First of all, one of the devs at Respawn, Josh Medina, who was actually a producer at Respawn, he said something over on Twitter that kind of just shook the community and made everybody look at what he said in a certain way. And I actually made a video about this like 2 days ago. I talked about, what if Respawn was to actually add this feature into the game. So when Josh tweeted this out, it was the perfect time for me to come back and talk about this in a video. So I'm going to be talking about that, guys. Stay tuned for that. We're also going to be talking about a possible Hemlok Nerf coming very soon. The Hemlok in Season 7 has been kind of insane, especially on Olympus, because of the type of map Olympus is. It's very like long range and stuff. And everyone basically has just, been seeing how strong and how effective the Hemlok could really be if you get those headshots, if you are accurate. And it's a very deadly gun. So it could be getting nerfed very soon as well in Apex. We'll see about that. And we're also going to be talking about the Fight Night stories from the Outlands trailer, which actually drops tomorrow. So if you guys are ready, as always, be sure to leave a like and subscribe. We have like 3 more days left of 2020, right? So if you guys still haven't hit that sub button and you've been watching my channel for the whole of this year, hit that sub button right now for good luck. I'd appreciate it so much. I also want to say I stream on Twitch. I play Apex like 4 or 5 times a week, and I'm going to try and stream every single day in January 2021. So click the very first link down below as well. Come follow me on Twitch, come say hi to my stream, and I might actually be live as we speak. I might be live right now, so come on the stream, come say hi. And yeah, we're live on Twitch, just playing some Apex, just vibing. So come through and say hi. I'd appreciate that. Alright, so let's talk about what Josh Medina actually said over on Twitter, which has everybody just up in arms talking about this, right? So if you guys could remember, about 2 days ago I made a video talking about how Respawn can easily fix Apex, and I talked about how Apex would be a lot more fun if we had a solos playlist, and if the matchmaking was just a bit more designed to protect solo players against like full stacked squads and stuff, right? And for the most part, right, you guys who actually watched that video agreed with me, because I kind of made some simple facts, and I think I made sense in that video. So basically what Josh decides to do is he goes on Twitter and says duos is better than solos. Now this tweet was controversial for many reasons. Obviously we all know that Apex has only had solos for about 2 or 3 weeks back in Season 2, and that was a very long time ago. So I'm not sure what Josh is actually basing this off of, but I mean, this is what he said, right? It's also controversial right now because recently there's been kind of a wave of content creators and just players on a whole, asking for Respawn to bring solos in this game. Now Respawn had not addressed, bringing solos into Apex as yet in like detail, and they also didn't really respond to those arguments and stuff over on Twitter. So for Josh just to kind of blatantly say this, although I understand he was just trolling and like making light of a situation, to me I could see why some people would be upset. So one of the first comments under this tweet is from Kobe, guys, and he basically said, but what if you don't have a duo to ever play with you, Josh? Which to me is a very valid question, because not everybody has a duo to play with them, not everybody has solid people to play with, not everybody is a content creator, Some people just want to play by themselves and they don't even have anybody to play with most of the time. So this right here is a very valid question, right? And Josh basically responded and said, you always got someone, Kobe, doing front on me. Now again, right, this is just supposed to be fun. It's just like, banter between Kobe and Josh. But at the end of the day, Josh is a very big, figure on Twitter, right? And I understand it's not really that serious from his point of view, but he's basically talking to the entire Apex community by saying that, and kind of disregarding the fact that most people in this game don't have a stable or a solid duo partner to play with. So I'm not really a big fan of how Josh responded to that question, because to me it was a very valid question, and it was a very good opportunity or chance for Josh to really talk about, what if players really don't have, friends to play with? What if they're just solo queuing all of the time? And he didn't really answer that question right there, which is kind of sad. I'm going to show you guys some of the content creators who actually responded to this, and as you guys could see, right, most of them were just not really feeling this tweet, which is understandable, because as we all know, right, if you've really played Apex as a solo player before, and if you've solo queued and you have like a random teammate, just how frustrating and not fun duos as well as trios could be. So I feel like what Josh was supposed to do in this situation was just, address it and not make, light of a very important issue right now in this game, which is, solo queuing and how just not fun the experience is. So what do you guys think about that tweet? Let me know right now. Do you think it was a little bit, too insensitive, or do you think it was just some light-hearted fun? I understand the intention behind the tweet. It was supposed to be just, casual and fun, but as I said, it's a really serious issue right now in Apex. Like, if you don't play this game that much, if you don't play Apex as a solo player that much, then you most likely will not understand the seriousness, the severity of this kind of issue. But solo queuing and the solo experience in this game is not a joke to me. It's not fun. It's actually terrible, and Respawn needs to actually look at fixing this in some way. And Josh had a very good opportunity right here to actually talk about it and offer up some transparency, but he kind of just made a joke about it, which to me is kind of sad. But that's just my thoughts. Most of the time Josh makes some really funny tweets and it's always fun, but this time right here, I feel like this specific tweet just wasn't really meant to be that light-hearted. But what do you guys think? Let me know. So next up, guys, let's talk about a potential Hemlok nerf, and funny enough, this also involves Josh Medina, because Josh is always so active on Twitter and he usually gives us some very, very good feedback on issues in this game. And once again, he gave us some feedback on a possible Hemlok nerf. So Kobe again actually was basically just talking about how OP and how strong the Hemlok is currently in this game. This Hemlok meta has got to go. Getting mobbed by 3 stacked Hemlok gold ones is not a vibe. Peaked for 1 second and get fried. Now Noob King, who is a streamer over on Twitch, retweeted this and said, "My man Josh, you got us right." And Josh responded and said, "Yes sir." So I mean, we could be seeing a Hemlok nerf very, very soon. If it is coming in, most likely would arrive in the next patch for the Fight Night event, which will be in like 1 week, or possibly even in season 8. We're not too sure. I actually personally feel like if the Hemlok isn't too strong, like personally when I use the Hemlok, right, I just tend to miss most of my shots, because it's a very you need to be accurate with that gun to really make it effective. And if you're on PC, for example, it's going to be a lot more effective, or if you have really cracked controller aim. But I do see how it could actually be really strong in those top tier lobbies, in those Diamond 1 lobbies, those Pred lobbies and stuff. I can't see how it could potentially be a very OP gun. So for you guys out there who have been beamed and just destroyed by the Hemlok in this game, expect a Hemlok nerf very soon. As I said, most likely in the upcoming patch in 1 week, or in season 8, which is just about 1 month away. So we'll see. It's kind of unfortunate because the Hemlok just got buffed like recently and now Respawn is nerfing it again. So I mean, this is kind of how the cycle of buffs and nerfs go. Respawn buffs a gun, people complain, and they have to nerf it again. The Hemlok was once trash. The Hemlok was once kind of trash in this game, but Respawn buffs it like once or twice, and now it's OP apparently. So expect a nerf, as I said, very soon. And yeah, alright guys, so to end off today's video, we can expect to see the Fight Night event stories from the Outlands trailer tomorrow. I haven't been up to date recently with all of the lore in this game, so I'm not sure what to expect in the stories from the Outlands. It could be like a completely brand new piece of information or piece of lore. We're not too sure, but Respawn usually tends to give us some very interesting and in-depth stories from the Outlands. So we'll see what we get to see tomorrow. And if you guys had to guess, right, what do you think would be in tomorrow's stories from the Outlands? Comment right now and let me know. This will be our very last event of season 7, and then we have season 8 to look forward to in just over a month, which to me is kind of crazy because it feels like season 7 dropped in just like, I don't know, 1 or 2 weeks ago, but it's been basically more than halfway throughout its cycle, which is crazy to me. That's also a really good sign, because usually around the halfway cycle I'm kind of burnt out and just completely fed up of Apex seasons, but I'm still kind of enjoying season 7 right now. So that's basically it for me today, guys. Hope you enjoyed as always. What do you think of Josh Medina talking about solos in such a laid back and just casual manner? Do you think that solos needs to be a bit more serious on like the list of priorities for Apex, or do you think I'm just looking way too much into this and it's not really that important to you guys? What do you think? Also, what are your thoughts on a possible Hemlok nerf coming very soon and the Fight Night stories from the Outlands trailer dropping tomorrow? Let me know your thoughts. I hope you guys enjoyed as always. Be sure to leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you in some more Apex. Till next time.